Welcome to Talkin Hogs, the only podcast that right behind us you can see the millions. On us, you see the glory hole. Two pigs battle it out. Those are the rules. They're simple. They try to appease me. It's me. It's Father Curl. I'm the hog father this week. But it's not as simple as it seems because I got tricks up my sleeve to turn the tides. That's good enough. God damn it. Dan Casey, you boys ready?
Yes, Hogfather.
Yes, Hogfather.
Then may the gods have mercy on your souls. Well, you'll see me looking away here. I got my notes on the computer. We're on the Zoom today again. This session has been wonderful. I like having this live sort of difference we got going on here. But I'll get on into the. Have you enjoyed it? I'm the last one recording this time around. I thought it's great.
I've enjoyed
It's been a wild ride.
It's interesting, that's for sure, and we have learned a lot in about
On
a
the
5 hour
fly.
time span.
You boys
And I
always
haven't helped at
learn.
all.
Well, let's go ahead and dive in here. Today, let's get into a little more music. We've spoken about music a fair amount here on the pod, and I'm sure this won't be the last time because it warrants it. There's so much to speak on. It's such a large part of life, and it's one of those things that seems to have the ability to transcend certain barriers well, like country and language, and really speak to your soul. And several artists and songs incorporate deep meaning into their music. So I want to ask you guys, what is first off a song or artist, like album, something musical you can think of that really spoke to you, something that made you think and feel something, one that maybe told a story that resonated with you?
Casey
Okay.
gets dibs on this, man. There's no
All right.
way.
So we can do. You want me to do it? You want me to do like an? All right. So, if are we talking like a
Whatever speaks
concept
to you.
album?
Whatever talked to you, you know?
Okay. All right. So something that really spoke to me. That would be, shit. Fucked Up had an album called David Comes to Life. And it was a punk rock record that was also a concept album that came out the same time that Green Day did like 21st Century Breakdown and shit. And it was just such a contrast of like oh, Fucked Up did it very well, and then it was just another band that didn't. And that spoke to me. Man, that's tough. Okay, here's one. Sorry. There's a band called Swans. They have an album called To Be Kind. It's not for everybody, but it spoke to me because it's fucked up.
Hell yeah.
Check it out. It's very good. It's a
On a real tip, on a real note, I guess Casey's gonna go kind of real with it here. Well, right off the top of my head, I do want to say Gold Plated Gold's first album. I know I rep it a lot on the show, and it deserves
It's because it's
proper
that damn good.
representation.
It does deserve
It really is, though. But outside of that, let's see. The Thermals, Body Blood, The Machine, really important.
Nice.
Really like that one. That one made me real good and angry at God, which I really need that fuel and that fire to destroy my enemies on a day-to-day basis. So that one's fun. Got to meet the lead singer of the Thermals for my birthday, thanks to Aaron. So that was
That was cool.
well, we'll call that one a win. We'll put that one in the basket.
Hell yeah. And I'll mention some for me, just rattle some off. Some I mentioned before, like Painted Black had early meaning for me. Really finding the music I like, causing me to think a little deeper and darker. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little more evil, like Ride On by AC/DC. You remember, you can always change. Even simple bops like OK's Get Over It when I'm feeling a little overwhelmed and I need to power through will help. And then like a plethora of upbeat songs for good times like Beatles, Good Day, Sunshine. I mean, there's so much out there. But let me get a little more specific, more to the meat of it today. And Casey's already kind of getting there for me. But I want to ask, have you boys ever seen Tommy the Musical? I know Dan.
Of course. I live and breathe that musical.
Yeah. That's my go-to rock opera, concept album, music for visual and sound and spectacle. I think rock operas aren't really thought of that often by the majority of people, maybe in their scope as those. At least I don't really hear many heralding them as one, just that they might like a song or the music in general. So you just want to take a stab. I know you know, but what would you tell people? What is a rock opera?
Dude, anything by Styx, bruh. Everything they ever laid down, dude.
Yes, sir.
Every track they ever pressed to wax, man. It's a rock opera indeed. No, the Styx really did. I'm just gonna get on my Styx diatribe because I got nothing better to do. Honest to God, like everything they put down was a part of a story, and they actually did. I actually watched it on VHS. My mom used to work at Chatsworth Sales, so I don't know how I picked this ancient Styx VHS tome, but they told a story about how rock and roll had been outlawed by the man, and they were going to take it back to the power of guitars. Oh, and it was wild. Yes, that Bob's Burgers episode reminded me a lot
The
of it. I
Lasertorium,
was like,
yes.
oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, man. If anyone can find that Styx VHS where they did their whole full rock opera, please send it to me. It's a fond childhood memory.
Casey, what would you say to someone who might not know?
A rock opera is a story, usually turned into 3 or 5 act structures. However, just like how a play would be, with multiple songs from multiple perspectives at times, all adding together to build upon to make a greater story.
Yeah. And to get a little more dictionary about it, look at a rock opera, collection of rock music songs with lyrics that relate to a common story. Rock operas are typically released as concept albums and are not scripted for acting, which distinguishes them from regular operas, although several have been adapted as rock musicals. So, on that note, we talked about Tommy. It's a big one for me. Can you name some other rock operas other than Tommy? Also incorporated like the visual medium eventually.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Is that?
Actually, you know what? Not Dark Side of the Moon. The Wall. The
Wall. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's that era for that kind of shit. Boston's first 2 albums. Surely to God, there's some connective thread there.
There's some opera. They were smoking, and then they were playing in a rock and roll band. These things were all connected.
Yeah.
And
there's more modern stuff like the Black Parade. Coheed and Cambria does it.
Oh.
Jesus Christ Superstar started off as one.
Could you imagine?
A bonus. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, can you imagine being Coheed and Cambria and every album has to be they've shoehorned themselves as the story band.
A lot of fucking work.
To a degree that we've played some Coheed and Cambria based D&D campaigns. There's that much lore.
Nice, it's insane.
Yeah. I was going to say I'll give you bonus points if either of you know the other musical rock opera by The Who. That's not Tommy.
Quadrophenia.
Absolutely.
Quadrophenia. Way to go. Well,
I was going with Plunger Town. That doesn't add up.
Much funnier.
That's on Pete Townsend's bucket list. That's the one he did.
Now, Quadrophenia has my favorite Who song of all time called "The Real Me." Oh, anyone who hasn't heard that, go listen to "The Real Me." Aaron,
go listen to it. And well, my guys, that's what we're talking about today. Let's craft our own rock operas or mock opera, as it will be today for the masses. So to begin, before we spiral out, let's establish some groundwork. What is the overarching, probably threadbare and convoluted connective tissue holding this conceptual fever dream together? Like, what do you think the actual theme is for yours, the real meaning you're going to try to get across? Maybe like your thesis statement.
Rock is for all, and rock is freedom. That is the connective thread that any good rock opera must have. It has been outlawed, and we're going to bring it back with more rock. It's the Salem Witch Trials, but with rock and roll.
Ooh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are you thinking, Casey?
By banding together, we can defeat anything.
Yes. Both strong messages and both very rock opera-y. I like it. So, what do you have for a setting? The best backdrop for this overall?
Salem, Massachusetts, 1668. Summer love. Man, it wasn't just witches that were burning that summer. A lot of loins were burning that summer too. It was hot and horny in the streets of Salem.
Witches are pure sex, man. I buy that.
Ah, that's all they are.
All right, my rock opera starts in let's see, we'll say roundabout Germany, 1940. Aaron,
All right.
All right, all right.
hold on,
Let's
All
see.
right.
hold on.
There's a lot to overcome. So let's see. What are you thinking for the main character, your protagonist, someone, a group, an idea, something?
Goody Rockwell, supposed witch
Mm,
and concubine of Satan herself. She has been sentenced to damnation at the hands of rock and roll.
beautiful. Straight from an Arthur Miller play.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking, Casey? Protagonist
Uh,
here.
Protagonist. He's just referred to as the Wolf. And he is. Should I elaborate more? Do we elaborate more on the Wolf, or are we gonna
Is he
get?
hungry like thee?
Yes. But for being a actual, he is a turncoat soldier during World War II, smuggling people across the borders into safety through the power of
Oh,
rock.
okay. I like the way that. See, you're both gonna do me so proud here. This
Dude,
is
this is
juicy.
like I'm about to paint you a picture you've never seen. I'm about to kill Hitler through rock. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Let's
figured you
do it.
both had it. Okay. So next up, anyone in mind to fit the bill when you make the move to a visual medium eventually in your titular role here?
Oh, so we got to think about this on a screen as well.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh.
mix it up.
Okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Shit. Who's gonna be the
Okay.
Concept.
Can I? Scarlett Johansson ain't doing nothing. Let's put her to work. She's
Hell
mad at
yeah.
Disney. Let's
Rondo.
let's put her to work. She can be Goody. She can be Goody Rockwell. I know she doesn't have necessarily the music
Yeah.
chops, but that's never stopped anyone before. Why would it stop them now?
Hell no. We had Ewan McGregor braid just fine in Moulin Rouge. We can make it happen.
Fantastic. Ugh. What a what a shit show.
All
What are you
right,
thinking?
so for the Wolf, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get Russian prison era David Harbour Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. David Harbour. I do
Yeah,
love the man.
like
Big
weather
man crush.
hardened. Yeah, oh yeah, weather hardened. Just like he looks like Max Payne.
God, he's so
If he was
sexy.
actually fucking cool.
Ah.
And I love
Oh,
just a note on him, like, he got nice and ripped for the new season of Stranger Things because he needed to be more malnourished. And I love the guy talking about it. It's like, yeah, fuck that shit and all this method acting. I'm not going back. I can't wait to get fat again. Fuck yeah, Harbor.
One of us.
All right, so we have some pieces set. Let's get further into it. How do you think the overture will sound? Can you hum me a little to get the idea, just for the tone you want to first hit the audience?
Really?
Daniel.
Just a little sound to tickle them. Just an idea.
You do these things to me now on purpose.
Oh,
No, you're a rock opera man. You know how. I think you got it.
Ray. Nah, 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 nah.
There we go. Okay.
I want something.
Taste.
I want something. I want something a little more enchanting. Something that's kind of like leads you in. Kind of got like a soft back undertones, like do 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 do. But underneath, like there's witchy shit going on. Almost did Zelda, but I figured that would get us. That would be what got us DMCA, right?
Oh yeah, and that's still my beautiful Sticks boy shining through. I think that's wonderful. How do you think it will open? Like, what's the first thing we see?
Start off out the gate, witch's pyre. Fucking Goody Rockwell is fucking at the stake, man, and you've got the hammer of witches down there. We'll name them later. They're starting to light the fire, and she's like, "Do you have any last words?" And like she goes into her mind and starts to replay the events of what will be the story told in front of us as she's dying on the pyre at the very beginning.
Hell yeah! What you got for me, Sea Dog? How's this How's this opening? Well, the first thing we're seeing.
First thing we're seeing is Berlin is on fire. Okay,
Hell yeah.
And it's just a slow zoom in of a burning city, slowly focusing in more and more on a singular door, just kind of trying to bust out. Boom, 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 and then boom. David Harbour kicks out. Gah! And he has like two people over his shoulders, and he's fucking running.
Oh, you're both perfection so far. You're leading right into the things I want to happen because next, give me some fresh lyrics to open up. Now, I'm not picking. You don't have to sing or rhyme or make too much sense. This is true interpretive art.
I'm gonna let Casey go first because he's the lyrical wordsmith.
Let's see. Here we are running again, running far away, running to the end. We're gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep fighting.
Oh man.
Harbour's signed up. We're gonna send this to him.
Yeah, I'm in. This is actually pretty good. This is actually
all right. Toot toot, everybody on the struggle bus, because here we go.
Hang, hang.
In a time in Massachusetts town long before witches. So we're gonna go back like to the beginning and kind of tell like Goody Rockwell's story. Cast upon rocks to feed her 9 children. Like she's got to live outside the town because she's too rad. She's got too much rock and roll in her blood. So she's got to go live outside of town and feed her 9 kids who probably get eaten by wolves. We'll work that out in post.
Fuck yes. All right. Where do you think we move from here? Like, how will your rock opera progress in the first act to set up your theme and story a little more?
I'm feeling like so Goody Rockwell's cast out onto the rocks, the rough parts of Massachusetts, and her 9 kids are all picked off by separate but equally sick guitar riffs. Like each riff kills one of the kids, and in her moment of desperation, she seeks refuge amongst the shadows and the hallowed places of the ground around her. And the end of the first act would be her like communicating with the ancient devil spirit of rock. So the devil like jumps up on a hickory stump, and you know how the rest of that goes. We don't want to get sued. But yeah, that's the deal with the devil. She's got to kiss the devil's butthole into the first act.
How's yours progressing, Casey?
So is it that we're getting through the first act here, or are we just getting through this first like
we just did
just a little about how it progresses?
All right, so we'll say first few songs is really the wolf saves the people, and then in my mind where we're going is that he would be getting them, rescuing them to take them to a bigger like underground situation, and then we kind of get into the story about what we're fighting for. And then come to find out, one of the people that he saved has important information that has to get passed on to an American spy.
Oh no! Isn't this La Miz?
Is it? I don't know.
I never either.
Never watched.
I have no idea.
Probably.
I don't think La Miz takes place in World War II.
Everything I say is a trope. This whole show is tropes.
Well, let's see. What will your story's main conflict be? You think?
Like, the outlawing of rock and roll in Salem, Massachusetts town. Rock and roll / witchcraft will be outlawed, and Goody Rockwell will have to make a deal with the devil to bring it back to town. Kind of like Footloose, but just enough different that it doesn't get sued.
Yeah, I like that.
The wolf's brother is actually still a major general in the Nazi army, right? So there's the conflict there. So he's trying to smuggle this information to America, right? At the same time, his brother is hot on his tracks. So we have this family dynamic as well as this nationalistic thing that's going on, because the wolf knows what he has to do, even if it means killing his brother.
Oh,
Aaron. And flowing well, are you getting a feel for how and when you'd like to have this flourish and start becoming more obvious to the audience?
We'll say song 7, probably song 7, 8, 9.
Okay, okay. Out of how many?
13, I think. 13, 14.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's gonna be about I'd say hour 10. It's gonna be an hour 10. It's gonna be a tie hour 10, 15.
Keep it tight.
These are 12, 15-minute songs, easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about when yours will become a little more obvious, old D man?
As far as like what's really taking place, we want to hit them
Mhm.
straight out the gate. We don't want to sugarcoat anything. We don't want to put
Yeah.
anything behind. We want to let them know that rock and roll this time, rock and roll is affiliated with the devil and witchcraft, and it's going to come back and it's going to kill everyone in that podunk backwards ass town. We're coming for
Fuck
you.
yes. All right, who's I like having one of these. Who's an unhinged character in your story? Like if you haven't seen Tommy, Tina Turner plays the Acid Queen. So someone that further opens your character's mind and probably boggles the audiences.
I mean,
I've got
realistically, I got to take a page.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a page out of Tommy itself and just make it the devil. We get a very good casting for the devil. Someone sly, someone slick, someone conniving, and that devil's the one that's unhinged. And they're going to open Goody Rockwell's mind and fill it with rock and roll and sweet lyrics. And those sounds that were played as their children were murdered, those are the guitar licks she'll carry back on to bring rock and roll back to the town.
I've got a guy named Ripper, who was
that guy.
a former soldier that they just shoved way too much meth inside on the first day and just burned him out quick. He's also the inventor of techno music, because there will be a point where the Wolf and Ripper have to have a guitar versus DJ situation, a la Scott Pilgrim, perhaps, maybe not.
Okay. So, who or what is leading this conflict? Who or what is the antagonizer in your story?
Oh, that would be the Malus Maleficarum, the witch's hammer. It's this big strapping dude from the Catholic Church that comes in. He's about to run all rock and roll and witchcraft out of Salem proper.
I hate him already.
All right, I'm looking something up. The fucking the bear of Colson. The bear of Colson. That's the wolf's brother, the bear.
Total sense. There we go. Bear of Colson. Strong. And you know what? I think that's as good a place as any to break into our first game. I'm going to call this one Good or Bad. It's a simplistic name for a simplistic game. It took me an absurd amount of time to write. Because if people don't know, rock operas being what they are, the conceptual nature, they spiral out a lot. You know, a lot of these rockers are on perhaps drugs. And they really get into some deep meaning here. And I had a lot of fun reading about it all, just absorbing it. But there's not like a go-to cliff notes for rock operas that's like, here's exactly what this means. So I had to kind of discern some of this myself. You'll figure it out.
I'm surprised there's not.
Right, I know. But here's how it works. I'll name either protagonists or antagonists in rock operas, and you tell me which they are. I'll give you bonus all-important points if you know the album and artist it goes with. But ring in with a rebel yell or some kind of musical exclamation. First one, Priests of the Temples of Syrinx.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Priest of the Temple of Syrinx. That is.
And you just tell me protagonist or antagonist. They're the bad guys.
Antagonist.
Ding ding. Dan's on the board. And do either of you want to take a stab?
That's fucking Rush, dude. That's Rush.
Rush.
Is it 2112?
That's 2112, baby. Woo! and Dan sweeping the first one. Well done, sir. How about number 2, Saint Jimmy?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's
Yeah.
yeah, that is oh shit. Is that the
Come
good
on.
guy or the bad guy
Drop
though?
it. Drop it.
That's the fuck, that's the good guy. That's the good guy, and it's Green Day. American Idiot.
All
Don't
right,
look
all
at me
right.
like that.
You know what? That's one of these. What's fun about this shit? I'm gonna give you all 3 points there because you had it right. Could be seen either way. A lot of what I read, and I know Dan, you're a huge fan, so you can speak to it too. Saint Jimmy was more like initially seems like he's gonna be a good guy, but in the end, like the main character Jesus ends up losing his woman that he's with and everything because she's like, you're just pumping me full of the same do nothing that the people you're fighting against are, and it becomes a thing where he gets rid of Saint Jimmy because it's like, you're just pumping me full of drugs and lies, so I'm just as lazy and held back as I was before. So they kind of paint him as the antagonist. Dan, what do you think?
Saint Jimmy always to me kind of came off as this like the drug dealer character archetype of the story, like the Doctor Feelgood of the story. It's like, hey, and I guess to Billy Joel and his very on the point, piss poor writing. Love the man's music. Don't get me wrong, but like that's just the industry. That's the drugs. That's the things that come with it. That's just him trying to be like, oh, here's the industry coming in and saying we're gonna make your music better, and then ultimately they just turn into a big pile of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
Well,
ironically enough, that rock album was. So maybe they wasn't. Maybe it was a little bit off.
I liked it, but you know, it's got
It's fine.
issues too.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean,
Hey, it's no warning. You know what I mean?
It's the last good thing they ever made. It's the last
Uh-huh.
good thing they ever made.
It is the last good thing they ever made. I'll give it that. I'll give it that.
All right, let's get on to number 3. This might be the toughest, so I'll give you some hints if you struggle here. The character's name that was adapted in the musical for this concept album, this rock opera, then their name is Strat. And you could also argue that a lead character in this is probably Love.
Man, I ain't got a fucking clue. How
about yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's the ill-fated album, the ballad. Oh, we'll have to say they're good or bad first, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say good because we haven't had one yet.
Excellent. I'll give that to you because Strat was definitely painted as the protagonist. Love could arguably be the antagonist as well as it is. But any idea for the artist and album hint? Famous classic rock fat guy riff.
Oh,
there we go.
Bad
Really?
The album, Casey?
Bad hell?
Yeah. Meatloaf and Jim Steinman, his longtime writer companion. It was adapted into a musical. Finally, in 2017, I believe, Steinman got the idea from an early concept he had. It was like a futuristic Neverland, like Peter Pan sort of tale that this was born of.
Huh.
Fun
Weird.
shit. How about number 4? Pay attention here. We've got Robert Orrin Charles Kilroy.
Dude. Yeah. Fuck you.
Dan.
Fuck.
That is now Kilroy, right? You said
Robert
Kilroy.
Orrin Charles Kilroy.
Kilroy was the protagonist.
There we
I
go.
believe.
And
okay.
Artist and album?
That's fucking sticks, dude. The album, it's not Grand Illusion, because the Grand Illusion is not a concept album. Oh, was Mr. Roboto an album?
I'll give it to you. It's the one it's off of. It was called Kilroy Was Here.
Oh, of course. Kilroy's here. Fantastic.
And for those paying attention at home, I love the cheese in this album. The acronym of your main character, Robert Orrin Charles Kilroy, or Rock. And the antagonist is Dr. Righteous.
Dude, I'm telling you, listen to me. I wasn't lying. Everything they said, they walked so everyone else could run full steam.
Yeah. I'll give you one more here, the 5th one, the last one. it might be a little tough, but don't overthink it here. It's just that they got a little convoluted. I'm going to go with your main character basically here is going to be, or this one I'm going with is outside influence or a lack of self-realization. Or maybe, fuck it, Uncle Ernie.
Rebel yell. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uncle Ernie was the bad guy in the Who's Tommy, right?
There you go. And that's where I was trying to get. I didn't want to straight because, if I tell you Tommy, he's the main character, you're going to know he's the protagonist. But that's sort of what I got. What do you guys think? Outside influence, lack of self-realization as the antagonist, because the whole see me, hear me, like he had his disciples cover their eyes and ears and mouths in order to attain true nirvana.
Yeah, Casey, you go ahead. Talk about Tommy. Or I'll just run you the fuck over.
How about ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball.
From Soho down to Brighton. You must have played them all.
I played most of them.
Okay, well, that's good.
And if you haven't seen
I ain't seen nothing like him.
The Who medley that Tenacious D does is so just beautiful. It's right up their alley. And speaking of good or bad, I don't know if I'll disappear from the screen here a second, but I'm going to take a quick little break here to tell you about something very good you've heard of by now. God damn it, Atlanta Burns. It's a local creative hot sauce company that thrives on fresh, zero additive hot sauces. They fucking love hot sauce, babies.
They fucking love it.
They love eating it. They love making hot sauce, trying new hot sauces from around the world. Atlanta Burns tries as hard as they can to locally source fresh, never frozen ingredients. All of their sauces are handmade in small batches. They're taking delicious, fresh ingredients and building a hot sauce with crazy, unique flavors. The founders of Atlanta Burns have been making hot sauce individually for 15 years and have come together to form Atlanta Burns. I'll tell you, the mainstay lineup is comprised of 4 sauces we've told you we love. It's the OG Heat, Jalapeno Business, Summertime Blues, and Sherman's Ghost. Sherman's Ghost is that one. It's their OG ghost pepper sauce, blending red peppers and ghost chiles with a sweet pineapple finish that allows you to eat this by the bottle. OG Heat is their original hot sauce with a blend of roasted Fresno and habanero peppers. This sauce delivers solid heat with a nice tangy finish, leaves you wanting more. That's the one I've ended up using the most. Good standard hot sauce. Jalapeno Business is a robust, flavorful hot sauce blending roasted jalapeno and habanero peppers. The sauce is thick, it's busted. And then last of that Summertime Blues, that unique blend of blueberries and ghost peppers for a mouthful of flavors that ends up in front heat. It gives you a tangy sweetness of the berry at the end. It's all so damn good, man. If you haven't yet, check it out. Website's atlburns.com. And if you use our promo code HOGS15, HOGS15, you get 15% off your order on your boys.
HOGS15.
HOGS15. Use it. It's good hot sauce.
Well, I will take a quick break here to see, since we're doing this lovely little session that's the video Zoom, we're having to break it into 2 parts on our end. Casey, how are we on time? Do I need to stop yet or keep trudging?
Now we've got 6 minutes, folks listening. I'm trying to figure out. We got a little bit of a crackle going on. I don't know if it's any one of us or if it's a combination of. How
Aaron's recording from inside his beard. I think we're good. Aaron was recording inside of his belly button hair for a minute. I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like.
I've got
right. Probably my beard getting on the mic.
All right.
I can get through a little more here. And you let me know.
We've got 5.5 minutes, and then I'll just tell you if I'm getting cracky beard.
Hell yeah. Well, onward we do trudge through the sloppy conceptuality into, let's say, another act, perhaps 2. So, what is your catalyst here with your rock opera? What sets about the big events, really throws the motions into the next gear?
Blood Moon. Blood Moon.
Yes,
Goddamn, Blood Moon's a coming, and the power of rock is at its apex during the Blood Moon. Fuck.
That's fact.
That's fact. Rock and roll fact.
All right, mine's gonna be whenever he finds out the information that the Americans need is that the secret to ending the war is by finding the secret treasure of Amadeus Mozart.
Perfect.
That's where the rock comes into play, Aaron.
All right. And how does your protagonist react to this?
Pissed.
Mm.
He's
The wolf is
how,
pissed.
how
Yeah.
many people have to die? Now I have to go look for music? For what? Why? There you go.
It's understandable. How does Goody Rockwell react to this?
To the blood moon?
Yeah.
Oh man, the blood moon is a symbol of new things, a washing and a cleansing into a new life. It's time to put the books down, stop studying rock, and start putting fucking words to riot and get an axe to grind. So she's gonna start putting it into practice and starts tuning up the rock and ready to bring it back home.
Man, I'm happy with this. So, what sort of plan do they have? What are they figuring out to do about what's happening now?
The only thing that is available right now is the rock and roll. Hold on, Daniel. I might have to backtrack.
Yeah,
there.
man.
I gotta think of something real fast.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead and go.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna like forge a goddamn ritualistic axe in a pit in the ground, under the blood moon light, and through the blood moon ritual, she will forge her axe from the ground itself, made of lava, and she'll take her lava axe, which I think is 4 damage, to target player or creature. That's 5. 5 lava axe is 5, right? Good old lava axe.
I think
5
so,
and 1
yeah.
red. Yeah, lava axe. She casts lava axe for 5 damage to target player. Aaron?
Yeah. Metal.
So so the wolf has to get the dude with the information through enemy base, because at the other side through the jungle is a retired expat jet flyer from America.
The jungle?
Yes. Wait.
The jungle's in Normandy?
Yes. Okay. So through the base camp, there's an American jet flight guy, and he has an old plane called the Screaming Eagle.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm gonna cry.
Well, do they have any help? Is there a group or entity of some sort that joins the virtuous cause?
The babushkas. It's several women that wait in the alleyways to give them bread and homemade shivs to cut their way through.
Yeah.
Aaron, are you recording inside a chip bag?
Possibly. I'm not sure what's going on here.
No, it's all good.
It might be my luxurious mane getting
It
on.
is. It's your fucking gorgeous hair. I
Ah,
got attacked by a
damn.
moth, man. I got
You know what?
problems on my end too, baby. There's moth.
We'll throw the hat on, see if that helps. And so, what's the group or entity that joins Goody Rockwell's virtuous cause, Dan?
Man, that's Satan's minions, man. That's the legions of hell. Thousands and thousands of hell legions. Forming like a small band behind her to amplify the sound of rock and roll.
Beautiful. That might be a good breaking point.
And this is the breaking point. We'll see. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Go.
There we go. We're back, folks. Made a little change here since my hogman let me know I might have a little interference. As you can see, Nikki put my hair up in a little bun here. Also shirtless. No collar, no hair. We're good to go.
You know what, man?
Yeah. You like it? You like what you see? I hope everyone does. But to get back into what we were talking about, let's see. We heard about the groups, the people joining the virtuous cause. That's good, but there's a slight feeling of possible dread to this opportunity, where the antagonists do not antagonize on their laurels. No, they too scheme their devious schemes. What are they planning to try and rid themselves of your main character?
Oh, the Malus Maleficarum, the Hammer of Witches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's up to no good. He's been replacing all of the jubilant music with formalized church hymns. Boo!
Damn right, we don't want that.
Boo!
All right, so ask the question again, sir.
What are your protagonist or antagonists doing to try and rid themselves of the main character? What are they planning?
He is leading the charge himself with 5 of the most dangerous men on what he calls his elite death squad. X division.
The X division. That's good. That's straight out of Marvel. So give me, at this point, a bit of a two-part theme here. How do you think a song will go that will encapsulate this balance of to and fro? Something hopeful, but with a tinge of still being a dire situation, to let the audience know that there is hope, but much is also still unknown and hinges on this crux for the anticipation of the climax.
Oh, we gotta sing again. Christ. Casey, go. I don't have
Just the
strength.
kind of beat. What do you think conveys, that sort of feeling?
That shit-
Like
yes.
just fucking burning all the fucking rock and roll books. I guess I don't know what rock and roll is contained in. Tombstones. Just burn anything rock related, anything cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the evil stuff now.
Right. It's like a little bit of hope, but a little bit of, it's like that two-way.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it would be like the music would be like da na 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 na. Something like that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Everything's
Hell
very
yeah.
So on your album, what's the kind of broken track and moment, the sore thumb that sticks out where they gave you too much creative control?
The Rex beans.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck. In the middle of it, there's just an arcade cabinet interlude where fuck, what was her name? Betty Rockwell. I can't remember what her fucking name was. Goody Rockwell.
Goody Rockwell.
Has to become the Pac-Man champion of Massachusetts. Miss Pac-Man though.
Yeah.
Miss Pac-Man Wizard has got to be a twist. It's all in there. It's all in there. Your cup is fucking me up.
I would say, goddamn, this whole episode's fucking me up now. Definitely after the break. Now I can't even fucking. Daniel's fully lost his fucking mind, and all right, Aaron, repeat that fucking question one more time.
It's the broken track and moment.
Oh, okay, the broken track. Oh, that would definitely be the part where the wolf and the informant have like a moment of like actual peace and quiet, and they decide to do like kind of like a walking through the park song, like here we are walking through the woods in Germany, we're trying to get out love we can. And yeah, it kind of goes on for too long, and there's not enough rock, you know?
Yeah, I like that. So we work some dark humor in there, I think. That's good. So with all this, let's take another little break from breaking our minds with all this incredibly high concept and thought with a 7th tracking stretch, a game of the same name. How this will work.
Yeah.
I'll give you the 7th track from Assorted Rock Operas, and let's see if you can tell me which one it's from. I'll give you hints if you need. I think this is going to be a little harder, but ring in with a thing you'd buy during intermission at a concert or show.
Okay.
Number 1, the 7th track on this is called House of Wolves.
Heroin. Fuck.
Yeah.
You got boners at an intermission?
I forgot
what a box of boners?
Rang in with.
What you got there, DD?
Oh, I won. The seventh track, that's off the Black Parade. I had that fucking album memorized. Don't even.
There we go, baby. Very
I don't.
nice.
I actually, and I love that song. I love that particular track 7. It's definitely a departure, but it is so fucking good. So fucking good.
Album. I'll move on to number 2. How about the 7th track off this one? Shankill Butchers.
Oh, hamburgers.
Hamburger.
I'm gonna say the Decemberists. Is it the Crane Wife?
Oh, baby.
Fantastic job.
Another win for these two musical geniuses. Yes, beautiful.
Somehow.
That might be the tough, well, maybe second toughest. We'll go on to 3 of 5 here, not too many. The 7th track off this one is Goodbye Blue Sky.
Damn.
I got a hint if we need it. Would you like
hentai stickers. Hentai stickers. That's what you buy in intermission, right?
What concerts you go to, Daniel?
Yeah, baby.
Nah,
wanna be
bro.
there.
They're like tattoos. You got to stick them on. Fuck. Tell me the name again. I lost my train of thought.
Goodbye Blue Sky.
Goodbye Blue Sky. Is that off the album Welcome to America or Good Morning America by I want to say Guess Who, but that's wrong
Nope.
too.
So I'll go ahead.
miss.
Unless you have an immediate one racked up, Casey, I'll go ahead and give y'all the hint. The hint is, I think you'll know track number 19, Comfortably Numb.
Bro. Casey,
beer.
get after it.
There we go.
It would be The Wall.
There we go. Pink Floyd's The Wall, baby. How about the 4th one next to last? This might be the toughest one. I don't know how well y'all know it, but track 7 is Posthuman. One word, Posthuman.
Mm-mm.
And since that's tough, the hint, I believe, unless you want to guess, I'll give you the hint.
Give me a hint.
The hint, I think you'll know track number 2, The Dope Show.
Oh, fuckies. We're gonna buy
Human
merch.
feet. Human feet. Oh fuck. I was trying to ring it with human feet.
Go with Casey there.
Would that be Marilyn Manson's is it Antichrist Superstar? Is that
It's
the
not,
album?
but you have the artist right. Dan, do you have another guess for the album, maybe?
Oh, I thought that I was with Casey. I thought it was Antichrist Superstar.
No,
it's only one of his I know, man.
Mechanical Animals.
Yeah.
So the final one here, we're gonna go with, might be a little tough based on the 7th track, Star. And we got that hint for you if you want it. Track 7, Star. You want another track? All right.
Tell me on that one.
Track 10, I think we'll give it away again. Suffragette City.
Oh, Little Tiny Pickles.
Yes.
That's gonna be David Bowie.
Yeah.
I don't know the album. Is it just like self-titled Suffragette City? I don't know enough about David Bowie. I'm gonna get crucified. I can hear Matt Nolan screaming at the recording right now.
Hey, even if somebody did know the album, do you happen to know it, Casey?
Ziggy Stardust.
Changes too. And
I was gonna give extra points if someone knew the full fucking name of the album. Do you happen to know beyond just Ziggy Stardust?
Is it Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars? Or
yeah.
The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Fuck yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
And the Spiders from Mars.
And y'all
Ziggy
split it.
Stardust
DD had the first game, Casey got the second game, and we'll be moving right along. Begin to wrap this mind freak with the conclusion, the final act. So how do we move into this final space in your rock operas?
It's the pushback, man. It's the scene before we started where we were at. It's Satan and his legions coming in from outside of town. It's the Malus Maleficarum and all of his new church followers pushing their way back out, and like they're holding the bridge, like the Spartans at 300 holding the bridge that leads into Salem, Mass proper, and that's where the final battle takes place. The bridge, ironically enough.
The bridge.
Well, once the wolf and the informant get to the jet, they're flying through the skies, vroom vroom, go fast, airplane go boom,
fast.
and And behind him, of course, is the bear and his fleet, a la Star Wolf and his guys in Star Fox. But yeah, we're doing it that way, and then we're gonna have a good old fashioned dogfight in the sky. It's kind of like our final two songs, with the ultimate setup being a fight on the wings of a jet, hand to hand combat.
And
with actual dogs.
with actual dogs. What is the
Dogs of war.
confrontation, the climax that pits these two ideals and your pro and antagonizers against one another? You've kind of already leaned into it here.
Yeah, that final showdown on the bridge, which kind of comes in at the bridge part of the song, and in the middle of it, you just got like somebody wheels out. I guess who's that guy who did that song about short people and it was really mean? I want to say Andy Williams, but that's wrong. Let's get Cat Williams out there. Let's get Cat Williams out there. He's a Malice Maleficarum, and he's bringing like hot, happy church tunes. Because these things always have like weird, obscure like musician stars in them. We got to have our Eric Clapton somewhere in there. Yeah, Cat Williams comes out, and he's man, he's really giving it to him with all the church preaching and psalm music having. But the Legions of Hell, they're fighting back strong. It starts to crack the ground underneath, and the bridge starts to break.
Yes. What about you, Casey? Describe your wild and mind-blowing climatic event.
So after all the enemy jets have been exploded, all that's left is the bear and the wolf's jets going at each other at Mach speeds, only for the bear to only for the wolf to launch out of his onto the wings of the bear, and then the bear has to climb out of his own cockpit, and they fight on the wings of the jet.
So, Casey.
Yes, sir.
Is this symbolism for like, hey, easy?
Yeah, Daniel.
Okay. Is this symbolism for like the capitalist versus the Soviets kind of thing? The wolf versus the bear? Is that kind of what's going on?
I don't know. Is this the correct fighting stance?
Your backhand release. Some part of what you're doing needs to protect your face. Like, just pick one. Pick any of those hands and put it. Nope. Again, that's most of your face uncovered. There it is.
All right.
I'm getting hot and horny for the end here, so please tell me how does it end? What's happening before we fade to silence and black, leaving the audience to wonder exactly what the hell happened and run to their message boards crying, "What an amazing performance, one for the ages."
We make sure that the final scene, like as the bridge into Salem Township starts to crack, right there at the very end as it starts to break, what comes in but corporate sponsorship. That's right. Coca-Cola comes in and saves the day the last minute, puts the bridge back together, and joins hands across the table between Satan and church music, and reminds them that nothing is more evil than corporate sponsorship.
Thank you.
Brought to you by... I'm not going to do
it. All right, so what's my kind of like question mark at the end of the ending here? Is that what you're asking?
Or however you want it to end. Yeah. Just how does it end?
I feel like in a lot of rock operas, like the ending is always a little bit ambiguous. Well, no, it's not ambiguous. They usually fucking die. So here's what's going to happen. The wolf and the bear are going to fight to the death on the wings of a jet, going Mach 5, and then in a final act of justice, the wolf grabs onto the bear and just dips right in front of the wing and just flies straight through the fucking turbines, and then that's it.
I do want to say that I did have a very fulfilling comeback around all the way Avengers Endgame style ending that I wanted to do, but I wanted the Coke sponsorship to ruin everything for the fans and everyone aboard.
Well, please, here, give us a little, again, just one more time of how that will sound. The finale song, just some outro music.
Coca-Cola saves the day. Corporate sponsorship's the only way. perfect. It's perfect. Use
All
code
right.
Hogs15.
Dark of. All right. Okay, so it would be like, and the fighting will never end until we both fucking get chopped up again, and then we're gonna
Nice.
turn into Sky Blood. Sky Blood.
Yeah. Skyblood's a great ending song. I love it.
Sky Blood.
Rains down on us all.
Sky Blood
Yeah.
parentheses. Sky Blood parentheses. The night blood rain from the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here you've got it wrapped up at the end of it all. What do you think you're gonna name it? What are you calling your concept album, your rock opera? What is it?
Oh fuck.
What's on the marquee? It
Oh
can be
fuck!
tough.
It's fucking Plymouth Rock, dude. Like, what the fuck am I even doing? The fuck am I even doing?
Beautiful.
The fuck am I even doing?
Beautiful.
We call it Plymouth Cock too if we really need to.
The XXX version, nice. We're thinking
That
ahead.
is, yeah. Marketing.
Let's see. Oh fuck it! I guess it's World War II Electric Boogaloo.
I love
There
it,
we
dude.
go.
I love it.
Sometimes
Like
you
a
don't mess
ham
with
sandwich for
success.
lunch. Fucking fun.
Oh baby, it's just buttery delicious. So how do you think this sells? Is it a hit, or is it too much to be appreciated in its time?
It's like the Who's Tommy. Like, it is loved by weirdos who have nothing else to do but to love it, and hated by the larger part of the population. Like, my parents hated that I love Tommy so much. They didn't get it. They didn't understand it. I don't think I got it, honest to God. But it just needs, it's going to be largely hated, and it's going to be dumped on because the ending was taken over, like the director's creative freedom was taken away, and everybody likes the director's cut better. Yeah, it's going to be largely hated.
Well, I ended David Harbour's career.
Perfect.
God damn.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It was a
He
good
had it
pitch.
coming.
I pitched it hard, and he was like, "Okay, actually sounds pretty cool." And yeah, it did not play right. Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like
I hate to hear that.
when I look that guy up and I listen to this again on a Monday morning, it's going to have a lot more impact because I have it this whole time. I don't know who is that guy.
It's Hopper
David
from
Harbour?
Stranger Things, yeah.
Sheriff.
Oh yeah, I love
baby.
that guy. Man, I love that guy. I know that guy. See, I told
I know
you.
he's wonderful. And for that, if I got to pick something at the end of the day, I'm not lying when I say this might be the hardest one for me to have picked. You both came through 5 stars for me, but if I gotta narrow
Don't
it down
do
to
it.
anything for ending David Harbour's career and
Fuck
Team
you,
Witches,
man.
Team Witches, bitches. Dan wins the day. I'm going with
Oh, you
Plymouth Rock.
fucking. Thanks for the pity fuck, baby. I appreciate it.
No, that's all so damn good. I have total faith that both of you would knock rock operas out of the park.
Stacey, I'm good. I love that Aaron got shirtless just to play with his nipples one time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And hey, if you want to see my nips out, you got to get with us. Come and join us. Twitter, Hogs Talking. That's backwards. Do the Talkin Hogs the right way on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. If you want to email, use the Gmail. It's talkinhogspodcast@gmail.com. And please, if you would like to help us create some of these concept albums, these mock operas for real, if you want more from us, more video, more everything, go to the patreon.com/Talkin Hogs. We appreciate you all. Keep rocking, keep hogging.
Keep hogging.